Welcome to the penultimate week of school. Yes, I know. Isn't that exciting? So we only have a couple more lessons to go. This lesson, we're going to talk about a triangle. Now, most of you probably already know some of this, but we're going to do a little bit of proving with it and just a little bit of work with it. So that way, when we go to the next thing, it'll make a lot more sense to you. So the first thing we want to look at are the two types of angles that you get in any polygon. They're called interior angles and exterior angles. So in triangle, this color, I think it's red, not sure. Those are the three interior angles of a triangle. So they are the inside of all of the lines. Over here, you notice these are the exterior angles. Now, this one's a little different than how I'm going to draw it in a few minutes, but it just wants to show you that there are all these different exterior angles. Now, if there's three interior angles, there are three exterior angles. If there's four interior angles, there are four exterior angles. Mr. Prod, there's 6 of them here. Yes. I'll explain that in a minute. Okay. So the first thing we want to understand is how many degrees are there in a triangle. Now, most of you guys already know that the three angles add up to 180 degrees. Well, why? That's what we're going to show in a minute. Now, if we were in school, I would have had you done this. I would have had you cut out a triangle. If you want to do this, this is great. Get a piece of paper, cut out a triangle. And then what we're going to do is we're going to rip off the three corners. So if you notice, this corner is that corner, this corner is that corner, and then this corner, this angle is that angle. Okay? So now we said that the three angles add up to 180 degrees. So watch what I do here. I'm going to line this guy up. Now, it's going to kind of go over it, but you can see that this goes straight up. It matches up with that angle. And I'm going to put this angle right there. So if you notice, to go from that angle, and then you add that angle on top of it, and then that angle, it produces a straight angle. And we know that a straight angle is 180 degrees. So that is your proof for why the three angles in a triangle are 180 degrees. Now, every Euclidean geometry triangle has 180 degrees. There's a couple that maybe if you get to geometry in college, you will do that don't have 180 degrees in a triangle. A little different in other types of geometry, but in this type, it's always going to be 180. Okay, so that leads us to exterior angles. Now, I had said that there are always going to be three exterior angles for a triangle, and it's because what you do is basically an exterior angle is if you were to extend the line segment out, you will get the exterior angles. So let me this. If I extend this line right there, okay, you notice that I have an interior angle here and then this exterior angle there. So I extended this line out, which means I have to extend this line out in that direction. Can't really see that too well. And now I have to extend this line down. Oops, a little off. Okay, close enough. So the exterior angle is here, here, and here. Well, let's think about that for a second. Okay. This angle plus that angle, doesn't that look like 180 degrees? This angle plus that angle, doesn't that look like 180 degrees? And this angle plus that angle, isn't that a straight angle as well? So your interior angle plus your exterior angle are always going to be supplementary. Now, I drew them out this way. So this time I'm going to extend this line out that way, this line up, and this line out. Let me change the colors so you can see it better. So I take that, extend it out, extend this one up, and extend that one out. You're still going to notice that it has still 180 degrees for each interior and exterior angle pair. One more thing, and it's not covered in this lesson, but it's just kind of a neat thing to know. The sum of the exterior angles always equals 360 degrees. Kind of a neat little thing. So we'll show that one of these lessons. I don't know which one it's going to be. So now we're going to look at the angle measures of a triangle. We talked about they all add up to 180 degrees. So in words, it's just that the sum of the interior angle measures of a triangle is 180. Every triangle is going to be 180, regardless of scalene, acute, or obtuse. X plus Y plus Z, because that's how they're labeled, equals 180, and we're going to use that to solve a couple. So we know that the three angles add up to 180. So we're going to use that to find x here. So this one's really not that hard. Okay? So x plus 32 plus 48 equals 180. So now we add 32 and 48, just like we would have done earlier in the year. That is 80. That equals 180. Subtract 80 from both sides. X equals 100 degrees. That one's not so bad. Don't worry, that was the easy one. So now this one's a little different. It says find the measures of the interior angle. So x in this case is not always an angle measure. All right, so we have three angles. One of them is 90 degrees. The other one is x. The other one is x plus 28. So again, we're just going to use that to create our equation. So x plus 28. Now, yes, I'm going to put it in parentheses because it's just going to make it a little bit easier for later on. Yes, I know addition doesn't matter, but sometimes when you get to subtraction, it does matter. So we just want to be in the good habit. All right, so let's combine our like terms. So we have 2x, 28 plus 90 is 118. And that's going to equal 180. So I subtract 118 from both sides. It's like a plus 18. Sorry about that. We get 2x equals 118 minus 180. So that's 70 minus 2 is 62. Divide both sides by 2. X equals 31. Okay, so now I'm not putting degrees next to 31 because that's what x equals. That is not what the angle measure equals. So it asks us for what are the three interior angles. So they are 31 degrees, 90 degrees, and then 31 plus 28. So 31 plus 28 is 59 degrees. So those are our three angle measurements. So now let's look at the exterior angle of a triangle. This is kind of a neat little thing. It's a very simple formula. Remember we talked about just before that the interior angle plus the exterior angle equal 180 because it's a straight line and it is a straight angle. So this plus this equals 180. But now let's think about it for a second. This angle plus that angle equals 180. And that angle plus that angle equals 180. Okay. So let's say this was angle, I don't know, we'll call it angle 1. So 1 plus x plus y equals 1 plus z. Well, if I have 1 on both sides, I'm adding them up and I remove from both sides. What do I get? I get x plus y equals z. So there's this really crazy word definition. So the measure of an exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the measures of the two non-adjacent interior angles. Woo! What does that mean? It means the other two interior angles. Do them, add up to the exterior angle. That's basically all it is. So let's do a couple of those. All right, this one's not overly complex. So you can see that the exterior angle is x. The two not interior angles that are not adjacent to it, that are not next to it, that do not form the straight angle with it, are 36 and 72. So that exterior angle is going to equal 36 plus 72. So what does that happen to equal? 108 degrees. It's really that easy. Now this one's slightly more complicated because it gives us variables in multiple locations. Again, I am finding A. A is not going to be a degree mark because A is part of the measure. It is not the actual angle itself. So 80, A minus 5, and then we have 2A. So 2A equals 80 plus A minus 5. Right? So 2A equals, now we'll combine like terms, so that's going to be A plus 75. Subtract A from both sides. A equals 75. So A in each case is going to be 75. So the measure of the exterior angle, it is 2A, so that would be 2 times 75. And 2 times 75 happens to be 150 degrees. Let's go to our last one. Nice little application of this. You guys ever heard of the Bermuda Triangle? Goes from basically Miami to Bermuda to Puerto Rico. And it's this kind of little thing where people think that it's haunted or scary because ships seem to disappear and planes seem to just disappear. It's fake. Anyway, do things get lost in there? Of course they do. It's just because there's some thunderstorms from time to time. Or in the past, there could have been a hurricane that nobody knew about. Is what it is. So what we're going to do is it asks us to find the interior angle at Miami. Okay, so an airplane leaves Miami, travels around the Bermuda Triangle. What is the measure of the interior angle of Miami? Okay, so we know that the three angles add up to 180 degrees. So we have x, which is the one we're trying to find, plus 2x minus 44.8 degrees, plus 62.8. That equals 180. So we're going to go through, add up our like terms, add our x's together, we get 3x. So now we have 62.8 minus 44.8. So the 8's disappear, so that's 62 minus 44, which is 18. That equals 180. Subtract 18 from both sides. So we get 3x. 3x is going to equal 170, so 162. Divide by 3. And x is going to be, that's going to be 54 degrees. So measure Miami, 54 degrees. Okay, good luck. Reach out if you have any questions. Bye.